Okay. Today we're going to talk about the bankruptcy of the Constitution of the Republic of China. And first, we're gonna have the introduction of the Constitution. The law serves as both a shield and a sword. It safeguards individuals from criminal activities and potential harms, while simultaneously meting out punishment to those who transgress the boundaries.
So originally the Constitution was made to govern the citizens and the people who are controlling citizens. So basically the Constitution is like the American Congress, where people will make laws for people to follow on and basically use them to rule the nation. So it must be fair and it has to be not affected by other beings or members.
Okay, so as you know, like the law is impartial and extends its reach equality to all individuals, irrespective to their identity or background. The government possesses the authority to guide its citizens, while the citizens retain the right to challenge and potentially displace the government. As one notable American president aptly remarked, democracy is based on suspicions, not truth.
So what is the law and its people? So when we make the law, there should be people who govern us, so which we call the government. So when the governments do something wrong, we will be able to go up against them, we can overthrow them because the law should be fair to all. But aside from that, the law is also equal to a lot of people, regardless of who they are, their backgrounds, or where they come from, or who they are.
Okay, so the next part is like, what is bankruptcy? The first bankruptcy is, no matter how fair the law is, it cannot satisfy everyone. Even the most just equitable laws can please everyone. Laws are designed to maintain order and protect rights. But because people have diverse perspectives, values, and interests, there will always be individuals or groups who feel the law doesn't serve their needs or circumstance.
So basically, we make laws for the majority of the people and for situations that would majorly happen to these people. However, there are some special cases that happen, so as fair as law can be, it cannot completely protect or fulfill everyone's needs and satisfactions. So, because also people have different perspectives, their values on life, sometimes the law can also be very unfair to them in some ways.
Okay, so I'll give you an example. Like for instance, employees who benefit from the higher wage will appreciate the law, but small business owners might struggle to afford the increased labor cost. They could feel that the law negatively impacts their ability to hire employees or maintain their business. Additionally, some workers may argue that the minimum wage is still too low to meet their living expenses, while others might believe it should not be mandated at all.
So, in modern times right now, people mostly care about money, so the issue about money is very important. So, according to the law, some people will appreciate law because the law benefits them to gain from something, to gain money from it, or just to benefit having special rights to gain to some special needs. However, this is not always the case because a lot of people might not have jobs, a lot of people don't have the minimum wage to feed their families, pay rent, so sometimes the law just won't touch these places.
Okay, so the second bankruptcy is that there are many factors and people that can influence the law during its correction. Various forces can shape the developments and the execute process of law, including like political pressure, public opinions, interest groups, lobbyists, and as well as economic and environment conditions.
So we make the law because people do bad choices, and sometimes we need to protect ourselves from certain circumstances. However, not all law is easily passed on since it goes through different regulations and different processes to become a law. So during this process, there should be a lot of people, either they're political, they're rich, or just simple special groups that go against this. So all of these circumstances can affect how the law may come out as, and sometimes it might not pass at all. So the law is also a very complicated thing to go against because not everybody would just be quiet and agree to pass on this.
Yeah, a completely fair law should not be influenced by any of these factors, as such influence can compromise its fairness and quality. However, in reality, lawmaking is a complex process while many different influences come into play.
So if we want a law to completely be fair, we shouldn't allow anybody or anything to be able to affect it, since we all want this to be fair towards all of us. So in reality, he's right. So lawmaking is a very complex process because no matter what we do, there are always people who disagree or will criticize it or think their way is simply much better.
Okay, so the third hypocrisy is that is the，像我觉得我们要说那个教授说的那一段。
说我们要成立的话，我们需要做自己一份。
对对对，好，我试试看。Okay, and the third hypocrisy is that 要怎么说？
So as of now, Taiwan is a country that wants to be independent. However, due to the circumstances now, we're still using the constitution law from China, which means that we haven't completely have our own set of laws or our own Congress.
Yeah, the constitution now is made at like 1945 at Nanjing. So if we want to be like independent, we have to make the new constitution or the new law by ourselves, like in Taiwan or something like that.
Oh,
Okay.
是这样。